We will start today simply by reflecting on expectations and demands, pressures that come from the world around us. Getting ready to stretch, coming into a seated position, hugging the knees, getting ready for seated cat and cows. As we inhale, looking up, presenting the chest upward. As we exhale, dropping or hanging from the knees, releasing the lower back. One more. Coming slowly into staff position, legs out in front of you. Going to come from here into Paschimottanasana by gliding the hands forward. Again, pressing the chest toward the upper thighs. Releasing neck and upper back. Slowly come on back. From here, coming into Janusarasana, sole of the left foot comes into inner right thigh. We're going to bring the left hand behind us and rise up on the hip and the knee, stretching out the whole right side. Nice inhalation as we come back down. Bringing the sole of the foot to the mat for the twist. Hugging left knee with right arm. And slowly come on back. From here, we're going to come into a half shoelace. So we're going to try to stack the knees on top of each other. And gently let the head come forward, no pushing anything. Releasing whatever might come up here. Slowly come on back. From here, coming back into staff, both legs out in front of you. Going to come into a reverse plank, lifting the hips, bringing the head back, presenting the chest upward. Come on back. For a Janusarasana seat on the other side, bringing the sole of the right foot into the inner left thigh, coming up onto the right knee, lifting the hips, stretching out the left side. Slowly come on back. Bringing the sole of the right foot to the mat, hugging the right knee with the left arm, coming into the twist. And from here, half shoelace, stacking the knees, bringing the hands underneath the bottom knee joint, and just releasing the neck and head. From here, coming into a comfortable seated position, potentially cross-legged. We're going to start by coming into Agni Mudra, Fire Mudra, by making a fist with a left or right hand and cupping the hand that we write with or our most prevalent hand, and bringing it on top of the fist. This is where the sacred fire is placed. So as we're sitting, just imagining that sacred fire flaming up from your cupped hand. Fire is a transformer. We're going to use this transforming energy by placing the cupped hand palm side up on the one leg and resting the other hand on the other. Becoming aware of the location on the body where we hold these outside pressures, demands on us, where we have met them, often the upper back. From here, we're going to bring the head onto the right shoulder. Inhale as we look up, letting the eyes come into a semicircle and bringing the head all the way to the left. And then exhale as we bring the head from the left side all the way to the right. This time, becoming aware of all those energetic fingers that reach out from you to meet those pressures and those demands and wishes for you. When you bring your head to the right and inhale, coming all the way around, taking back those fingers, your own, those energetic fingers that are meeting those pressures. As you come to the other side, exhaling, coming around to the left, disconnecting all those energetic fingers that you have been sending out to others, disconnecting pressures, worries, and negative thoughts that are impacting other people and coming from you. From here, remembering that cupped hand with a sacred fire, bring the sacred fire to the spaces that you just cleared, and using that fire to clean, clear, and bring light to that space, to balance it, renew it. Checking in to see if there are any other spaces in the body that could use this fire energy for cleaning, clearing, bringing balance. Often stomach and heart need some of that cleaning, clearing fire energy. From here, we are reconnecting with our center by practicing the Earth Mudra, bringing the palms face up, the thumbs underneath the line of fingers, bringing the palms facing down and lifting the little fingers. In this sense, we are reconnecting with our own center, with our own earth energy. Breathing into the ground. Just reconnecting with your own grounding energy. From here, we'll come into the water mudra by cupping both hands, again placing your prominent hand on top. Reconnecting with our own water element, our flow, our creativity. That which brings us joy. Finding the breath through the water. And once again coming into the Agni or fire mudra, Placing the fist underneath the cupped hand, recognizing, evoking our own fire, our own sacredness. Visualizing ourselves as the transformers. From here, we're going to start with a yoga flow by coming into a tabletop position and doing 2 cats and cows, aware of the spine as it curves up, exhaling, as it arches, inhaling, remembering that energetic exercise of release. From here, we're going to come into puppy pose or anahatasana, melting heart, by gliding the hands forward, bringing the chest toward the mat, forehead resting on the mat, really just opening ourselves up to the earth. From here, gently rising upward, we're going to transition through an all-fours position. Bring the hips forward into upward facing dog. Shoulders pressed down away from the ears. Buttocks engaged. And tucking the toes for downward facing dog. Ears between the shoulders, lifting up through the backs of the legs. From here, we're going to come into a floating knee position by bending the knees and not touching, but just floating them about 4 inches above the mat. From here, hopping or moving into Malasana, yogic squat. Finding that elongated spine. And gently coming into a forward fold, however that is best possible for you. Reaching for your elbows. And swaying to the right and left. Just releasing the head and neck here. Slowly coming up into Tadasana, mountain pose. Palms facing forward. We're going to reach upward. Bringing Anjali Mudra, prayer pose, to the chest. Finding the strong breath here, Ujjayi or ocean breath if you can. Recognizing your strength. Recognizing your solidity. We're going to come into a warrior 3 position by lifting the left leg back, stretching the arms forward, only going as far as you can here. Turning the palms outside and clearing the way, quite literally, for yourself. Come on back. From here, reaching the arms up, we're going to come into chair pose. Sitting back and really reaching with the tailbone. Recognizing this as a stance of power. Coming back, and we're just going to dive down into forward fold. Holding on to feet or ankles, Pressing the chest toward the upper thighs. And from here, coming into a halfway lift, lifting through the backs of the legs, lifting up on the upper back, coming into plank. Hold and breathe. From plank, bending the knees, coming into downward facing dog. And from here, once again, bending the knees, getting ready to jump into a yogic squat or stepping into yogic squat, malasana. Again, reconnecting with the earth element here for a moment. And coming into forward fold. Releasing the neck and head. Just letting yourself sway naturally for a moment. Coming up into mountain pose or Tadasana. Again, bringing the hands up in prayer pose. Reconnecting with source energy. Finding your stance, finding your breath. Getting ready to step back with the left leg, warrior 3, reaching forward. Come on back as far as you can. Reversing the palms, clearing the way. Come on up for chair pose, lifting the arms up. Uttanasana all the way back, bringing that tailbone as far back as you can, recognizing this powerful stance. Come on back into forward fold from here. Halfway lift. And stepping into plank. From here, bending the knees. And coming into downward facing dog. Last one. Bending the knees. Coming over your legs if you can. Into a cross-legged position or any kind of comfortable seat. Last mudra. As we bring the hands together, clasping all fingers but the pointer and the middle finger. Pointing those two fingers up for bridge mudra. This is a unification mudra. It recognizes in us that despite not taking on other people's stuff or giving out stuff to other people, we are connected in a real and true way. Recognizing that sense of connection here. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you got something out of this. Please feel free to leave a comment below if you like, and I hope I'll see you next time.